From Riftgate being ready to use to first-person mode confirmed. Here are secrets coming up in Chapter 4, Season 2. Please like, subscribe, and use code SMJM. Riftgate that was being constructed near Citadel is ready. That's right, it has been fully constructed by Stallon. If you guys don't know Stallon, Stallon is a Rift Warden, and he works for Geno. Geno hired him to construct this Rift Gate that will have access to different realities, and Geno's big plan is to create an organization so big with advanced technologies that they can take control of all realities. That organization he ends up creating is the Imagine Order, and we know that because of a bunch of pictures, like this picture of older version of Geno and Dr. Sloan. Also through this comic book, we find out that Geno is in fact the father of Imagine and Order, the members of the Seven. In the comic book, Geno is much older and is very powerful as well. He does end up getting defeated, but he has the superpower to put himself back together, and that's exactly what he does. He brings different parts of him from different realities to create this bigger and more powerful version of Geno, and that's all we know about Geno so far. Now, the reason why I told you about this is because even though it's Geno that's hired Stallon to create this Rift Gate, and we know this because Stallon reveals that Ageless Champion ordered him to create this Rift Gate, and we know that Geno is in fact called the Ageless. And if you look at his description, it says the snapshot left to rule the Empire. And that tells us one thing, that this guy is not the original Geno. He is in fact a snapshot of Geno. And if you guys don't know, a snapshot is created every time you go through the 0 point. Basically a clone version of that person. And that's why we have so many clone versions of Agent Jones, because he has been through the 0 point a lot. And the Ageless Champion Stallon is talking about could be the original Geno trying to get into this reality. Now, in the recent update, a bunch of quest dialogue got leaked where Stallon reveals an important information, where he reveals that the reason why he joined the Oathbound, and if you guys don't know Oathbound, Oathbound is an old version of Imagine Order, and the king of Oathbound is Geno. Other than the snowy area, most of the location is owned by the Oathbound. You can also see a bunch of Geno's statue as well in Citadel, because that is like their main headquarters. Now, Stallon reveals to us the reason why he joined Oathbound is because of the Shapeless Man. This Shapeless Man has ordered him to build this Rift Gate, and if Stallon refuses to do this, the Shapeless Man will destroy him. Now, who is this Shapeless Man, you might be wondering? Now, lots of people are suggesting that this man is in fact the Nothing. Now, this Nothing character is being mentioned ever since Chapter 1, Season 10. And we don't hear anything about this guy until the end of Chapter 3. We find out that the Nothing has a secret person on the island working for him, and that person is a Bite. And this kind of raises a suspicion, the involvement of the Nothing in the explosion of the Fortnite island and the Chrome taking over, because if you look at Bites, he has the power of the Chrome and he's working for the Nothing. So does this mean that Herald is working for the Nothing as well? And we also know that Herald is hidden on this map somewhere, because if you look at this branch of the reality tree, there is a hole behind, meaning the Herald is not inside and she has escaped. Now, we know that this Nothing character has no shape, it only has a voice, and is controlling Stallon and making him build the Rift Gate. Now, here is my theory. I think this Nothing is in fact the original Geno, because in the comic book he does get destroyed by Agent Jones and the Foundation, but the end of the comic book book, it says not the end. What if Geno right now has no shape? And what if Fortnite characters don't really die in Fortnite? If you look at Gunner, for example, during the Chapter 3 live event, we see the Foundation while trying to save Agent Jones. He kills the Gunner. He gets obliterated in several pieces. And in Chapter 3, we see the Gunner back. We see him in the trailer. And also, he is a boss on the map as well. And also, we saw Midas getting eaten by a shark as well. And we hear Donald Mustard saying that Midas is still alive. What if Geno is in fact still alive and is trying to get back on this Fortnite map? And the only way to do that is by using that rift gate. Now, Amy, a robot who's helping the Seven, they're saying that the Seven are stuck in a reality and the scientist is facing a fate darker than the worst imaginable. She also says that the Seven look very different now. And to save the scientist and the Seven, Amy is going to have to use that rift gate and go to that reality where the Seven are stuck and somehow save them. But to do that, she's going to need a new body. People are suggesting that the Amy is going to look like this. Now, we know that this is a skin that we saw all the way back in Season 6 of Chapter 1. And it can't just be a coincidence that this skin is called AIM. Now, people are suggesting that this is in fact Amy, and then she went back in time through the rift gate all the way back in Chapter 1. If you look at these loading screens, you can see this robot was investigating something. Maybe that was Amy trying to look for the scientist. Now, we don't know the identification of the scientist yet. So far, we know the Foundation's identity. We know the sisters. We know the paradigm. We know the origin. The only two people we don't know the identification of the scientist and the visitor. Now, I think the scientist is the prisoner. If you guys don't remember, all the way back in Chapter 1, Season 7, the secret skin was this, the prisoner. If you look at the shape on the scientist's helmet, kind of matches this thing on prisoner's head. Also, when Amy did an experiment by creating this mini rift, she sent this cuddly teddy bear and it came back as this like a zombie-like teddy bear. We know that the robot showed up on Season 5 and Season 6 was a corrupted season. It was where a lot of Fortnite characters and Fortnite map got corrupted by the power of the cube. Also the season where we got zombies on the map. If you look at this teddy bear, it looks very similar to that corrupted zombie look. And if you look at this prisoner skin, it has the same look. What if the scientist was taken all the way back in Chapter 1 and he was tortured and imprisoned as well? Amy said that the scientist is facing a fate darker than imaginable. And if you look at the prisoner skin, you can tell this guy has been through a lot. Also, in the imposter mode game mode, which takes place inside the Imagine Order's headquarters, we see this board where you can see a bunch of like 7 members and 7 related things. On this board, we can see the prisoner skin. So in my opinion, there is a possibility that the prisoner is in fact the scientist and Amy has gone back in time to Chapter 1 to save him. Now, I think the storyline is going to revolve around this in Season 2. And also there's a possibility Season 2 might be a heist theme because this image got leaked of this skin and this skin kind of gave off the vibe of like heist or crime. And this makes sense because in Chapter 2 Season 2, we had possibly one of the best season ever. That season was about spy. We got characters such as Midas, Kit. Maybe Fortnite wants to like recreate that season because it was so good. Also, a new location for next season got leaked. It's called Throne Room. And apparently this is going to be kind of like a spring vibe because obviously the next season is going to take place during spring. Now, the biggest leak we got about Season 2 was the first person mode. That's right, people. The first person mode has been confirmed. In fact, there is a glitch right now that will allow you to use the first person mode. Now, we know that every time there's Season 2, we get something new, a new mechanic. Like, for example, last chapter, Season 2, we got no build mode. And obviously, that changed everything. And ever since then, Fortnite has been trying to add more like no build stuff. And since the popularity of Warzone and Apex, I feel like Fortnite wanted to compete with those games. So I think bringing first-person mode to the game makes a lot of sense. Now, I believe that the first-person mode is going to be only available on no build mode, because someone posted a video of a build mode done in first-person view using a glitch, and it looked like it would make you sick. Let me know in the comments down below your guys' theory. Who is the scientist? And also don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. My name is Sam Jam. I love you, fams. Peace out.